Good evening. This is some rhythm I'm fixing to be teaching. In India, things are still on the 70 scale, so you know the hoes are still out there selling tail. In good old fashioned fun, there are some degrees under the sun. Mashi, for she is a hottie. Come along and spin with us. You know she got good stuff. This bitty here is something ironic. She would keep you from being lonely. Next.
Got lingering
Pick it up a little
odors?
bit.
Grab Febreze Small Faces.
Pick it up a little bit.
Press firmly
Okay.
to activate, and Small Faces continuously eliminate and
Next.
prevent odors.
Go to the next.
Freshen up any small room for up to 45 days.
A pimp and his team is what you found on this scene. It goes off into the strippers of the Far East, spend rupers of dollars, and we'll keep the peace. Logic gives her way to blown. This beat soften me while she dances this song. My Raja pimp partner gonna serve you up. Take a chance. Good luck.
Only treat for lows or highs. One daily Vraylar is proven to treat depressive, acute manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1.
Players have to have a way to finance themselves. There's plenty of romance once you get that wealth. Watch her take a sear off and into a room, let's get into a womb. But remember, dad is waiting. You just keep the guns off and the fun for the boss. We gonna trade this stone cause the game got to go on. A rickshaw, a car, the ride of a player, original superstar got you looking out for. Everybody knows when it pulls up, it's time to bust. When it rains, these beats don't feel no pain. The monsoons don't stop the game. Coming soon, now I got fame. There isn't anything wrong with these sex dolls being covered. Wearing this veil is just hidden the lover. Kika 2C will like take you out on a trip to Disney. Whatever you and her do, keep it real, cause the Mahout gonna show you sex through a booth thrill.
And Cuddle Beds, Pillows, and Throws starting at 40% off. Plus, take an extra 25% off and an extra $10.
The family of prostitutions are institutions to build on. So just chill and enter to this home. If you will meet Pimp Hindu, he gonna bring her to you. I don't want to lead you into the blind, but sisters don't like my kind. Mr. Singh wants a BB. If the money's right, you can have me. Whoop, there's the rupee.
Ordinary tissues burn when field flows, so Puff's lotion rescues his nose with up to 50% more lotion.
After making the transaction, was time for action. So Sean and Raja went to New Delhi where they set up the belly. As it was not hard to find a Willie Millfield was always the Johns wanting the whiff. The game in India left a lot of currency exchange. And we were finna break right in to make this money spin. It was a quiet night in the set community, and the life was looking like we were about to receive immunity. Trying to live large in India was quite a task. By now it was time to fast. A bleach system was in place. You had to have a deity around to stay safe. I believe in Lord Ganesha, primitive believer. For some time you could unwind and just enjoy the sunshine. A boot, coop, sarit, locket, bakri. Translation, a beautiful sheep. My daily occupation was to catch a woman that was weak. Knowing that I was a nabob, a distinguished gentleman, I come from a father occupy the women. There's a status factor over here in the Far East. That's the dialect that established this beast. At the rising and shining, I received a telegram that one of my sotties wanted a village girl. Me and my staff was on top of the world. So we took a ferry out into the village where the Bombay got me lifted. We looked around for a while. One of the elders' daughters liked my style. The thing we did, we gave the old man 2 goats. These kids was our bid. After a long busy day, we went to a bar to see if everything was going our way. Well, we met this Punjabi lady. She was thinking kind of crazy, but we were down for the long run, so G took her to his room to get the gun. Me and my vanishing point, wave a magic wand, and I'll be gone. That's the way real players got it going on. Egdo team back on the scene. We wanted to purchase a pimp ride, something up to date around the Beehive. So went to Mumbai. We found a Mercedes Benz we were about. Me and my friends was going all the way to the top, nothing but first class for us in this shot. After buying the Benz, we went to see our girlfriends. We went down to this mini mart hoping to capture their hearts. Girls like the flash, this will make them give up the cash. And Odessa culture was just the beginning of this rupture. I know President COVID and Prime Minister Moody were the kings, but me and Haji was some royal fools that came on the scene. To keep the spirits on the right path, you have to have good karma. The study Nirvana is keeping it pure. And Hinduism is the belief that is for sure. In the back of this pamphlet, this social worker gave Brick and Arrow some scripts from Vishnu. I think they were fair, even though I'm a player. Perfection of these chronicles is wonderful. To possess an interpretation of Rajasthan, then you become a man.
I don't know who you are anymore. Roscoe.
So a G called and we talked. He told me to stop worrying about spirituality. It's gonna cause a casualty. We're making funds we'll never spend. Just consider seeding all her doubts so we can gain the impossible. Toughen back up. The streets is our good luck. Let's make a rendezvous over the Kathmandu. After arriving in Kathmandu, we will be there for a day or two. We wanted to purchase some guns so we could be armed. In case trouble came our way, we could be safe. Me and one of my Hindu strippers were checking out firearms. We wanted full automatic weapons that would get the job done. While in Kathmandu, we went to see Tamil girls perform Indian dance, a seductive orchestra romance, something to soothe the sappy. It takes a true expression to be happy. So we parted for a little time out here sipping wine and feeling no fear. Tonight is true for dare, for we nothing but a player. Back in Daddy, we were at our compound on Chill, parlaying and laid up. The girls want some stuff. So a G called one of his connects to hook us some effects. We got a key. It was time for them to get busy. Life in the fast lane makes everything function in the game. Shoneless stripper Naoki went down to see this voodoo woman. They had a lot in common. A nice little chachi that believed in the Hati, a spiritual guru. So they went on their way to see the magic for the day. The guys believed in the signs that they thought were from the divine. I always practice spirituality, not to cause a casualty. In the dust of the life of India, where people are brown and curry is always on the menu, it's a lot slow over here. Cows are sacred. Women appear naked. Sometimes I go into the streets and take photographs of it in a peak. I mean, you can smell the CH everywhere. The scent of a woman with all that straight hair.
Are you sure about that?
Time to get back to business. We were trying to get in with this sex cup called the Rajneesh. It was organized out of the East. I think of one of the female contacts shown with me by the name of Boot T. As I slowly walk toward the landing site, I'm hoping this private flight will be to my delight. Sharon the G chose 6 girls from the Rajneesh. They were sex queens of the Far East. With the magnetic attraction, they will provide complete satisfaction. First up, we have Rama, Tanisha, and Rita. They pose for the mark of the hoes. Fine as candy. To have one of these, you will find it handy. Our girls have to be checked and tested. We use an Indian scientist to issue them Botox as if they were young and molested. The lab we use is in a gated community. Though when we got there, we were nervous. We had to worry about getting caught up. It's our duty to sell big butt. After leaving, the physicians also with some officials that looked suspicious. I tried to shake them, but my girl looked too delicious. They stopped and asked a few questions. With President COVID trying to win an election, I told him I'm a political refugee, seeking an injection for my baby because it's a tradition for me. The stroll was Tika, translation hot. Najib and Bonham was going back to the village to avoid the authorities' plots. A safari was far overdue. Sean stayed out on the avenue. A peaceful voyage was in place. Him and his chick would try to erase the frisk and stick that happened upon the other day. I had to keep a low key because I'm not Hindi. I was hanging around the compound still down. Telling about me a book to read called the Kuma Sutra, something I might need. Positions of sex culture that I found to be sculpture. Though I was a deep pimp, there were always other options on the table. I paid the way for the family and then leave the stable. After Hajib and Bonham returned, it was time to count some funds. I think the rupee was a low-rated piece of currency, although Hajib was debated I needed some U.S. tenor to be created. And all my advancements seeking asylum were my most challenging enhancement. So we traded 100 million rupees for 5,000 US dollars. That was a lot of paper to give up for some of the mint, but I was able because my girls was heaven sent. I don't know what's in the future, but I'm at the point of turning to the Buddha to bless the money. On tonight, Coven and Moody were campaigning for their election. It was televised on a jumbotron on a high rise. It was important on who the new kings would be. That would determine our status in Hindi. The life had proved to be an adventure that had goodwill. Love was an understanding between woman and man trying to kill in this land. To avoid prison time, there had to be a way to exist in this mankind. Nami say, hey, pretty baby. Going into the royal court is though just a royal way to support. Sean and Najib had to accept this offer by the Indian government because they had quality girls and an importance. Next, we were picked up in a private car. We went to Taj Mahal for our debut becoming a superstar. We were fitted with the hottie translation Indian dress for our success. Yeah, Sean and Najib had joined the King's Court as royal fools. This new support was all in the news. Overnight, their lives had changed. That's real pimping in the game. Thus, everything had proved to be on the agenda. We were able to live large for on and on. Our sweethearts was now on the throne. We like to thank the Greek Athens gods of the past for our acceptance into this new class. A storybook ended, but turbans was just the beginning. And I would like to thank y'all for coming out, and please thank the lovely dancers in the house that recorded this video and made everything possible. We like to give y'all much love for this entertainment. Hope you will give us some money.